Teresa Caputo appointed chair of Penn Religious Studies. Hello viewers, welcome to my channel. I hope you are well. If you like the video, please subscribe and stay tuned for new videos. You only like me because you like the beginnings of things. What's not to love about scrappy, female ingenues? A crackling wit and a reverence for the supernatural? That's right. Get your eyes off of LoopNet. It's time to reckon with your inner demons. To help you along the way, Long Island medium Teresa Caputo will be assuming a new position as chair of the Religious Studies Department at the University of Pennsylvania. Finally, someone with enough gumption and hair volume to proffer utopian solutions to wayward type of people pleasers amidst the expansive and abiding shit of the last decade plus. Teresa, can you explain the whiplash I get when I scroll through Instagram stories? Does someone care less when they post about Taylor Swift group psychosis immediately after calling for a ceasefire? Teresa squints. In many cases, and certainly in mine, it means quite the opposite. With her words, she peers through my morally reiterated ambivalence, something surgical, exalted. It means they care so much that they must occasionally seek utopia, no matter the form, no matter how seemingly dissonant, even if it is a Taylor Swift repost. Key takeaway from Teresa Caputo, Long Island medium, chair of the Religious Studies Department. We return to fantasy not to forget, but to remember, other futures are possible. How Long Island medium's Theresa Caputo discovered her unique gift. How does a psychic get their abilities? Movies and comic books rely on curses, radiation, genetic mutations, and other convoluted mechanisms to bestow such powers. Parapsychologists who take the possibility of telepathy and other psi-phenomena seriously have suggested several possible explanations and a more modest conception of what ESP really does. Observational hypotheses posit that psi comes down to a quantum system via the Psi Encyclopedia. If you ask some high-profile media psychics themselves, they may not have much to say from a scientific end. But in Theresa Caputo's case, there is a definite beginning to her time with the gift, as she calls it, and a timeline of development. Caputo told the Huron Daily Tribune that she was 4 years old when she first became aware of her psychic abilities, which manifested as visions of people in rooms that only Caputo could see. Her reports on this phenomenon didn't cause any great panic in her family. "I come from a very spiritual family and a strong faith family," Caputo told the Tribune. "So no one ever really made a big deal about the things I would say growing up." At first, Caputo assumed that the spirits she saw were her own dear departed. But by her 20s, she realized that she was able to commune with others beyond her family, leading her to her work as a medium. As an adult, she still has no explanation for psychic powers. But Caputo has said that she believes this ability exists in everyone, not just her. Theresa Caputo told people that her communications with the dead aren't like a regular conversation through language. Instead, she says that she experiences surges of feelings and images. She also told the magazine that she doesn't have a way to predict who will get into contact with her. She cited an incident where an image of a man in a brown suit prompted her to tell the crew inside a Burbank studio that Johnny Carson was commending them on their work. Carson had once filmed in the same studio, a fact that Caputo and the crew she was with didn't know at the time she passed on the message. Caputo is similarly in the dark about why she has psychic abilities at all. "I still question that," she told the Huron Daily Tribune. "I couldn't understand why I was chosen and why this is my soul's journey. It's something that I struggled with for many years." Caputo struggled with anxiety early in life because of how easily she picked up on spiritual energy around other people, and says that she doesn't sleep well to this day, per the Chicks in the Office podcast. But after coming to terms with her mediumship, Caputo resolved to use it to help other people heal from grief and loss. And she told the Tribune that she couldn't imagine herself in any other line of work. Like any celebrity psychic, Theresa Caputo has her critics. Skeptical organizations that reject paranormal claims and seek to disprove them have had their knives out for Caputo for years. The skeptical Inquirer put her in the same category as John Edward, another famous medium who was often accused of using cold reading to find his way to convincing answers. Citing an investigation by Inside Edition, the Inquirer opined that Caputo's abilities were really just careful planting of audience members and using social media to prepare ahead of time. Mark Edward, a former psychic employed by Inside Edition to look into Caputo's operation, was convinced that she relied entirely on tricks. The James Randi Foundation named Caputo the winner of their Facetious Pegasus Award in 2012 for profiting off her alleged abilities through her television series via YouTube. But it isn't only professional skeptics and retired performers who have their doubts about Caputo. Jane Franchi of the Long Island Press went to Caputo, seeking a connection with her deceased father. A previous sitting with another psychic had left Franchi open to the possibility, but a huge miss by Caputo on a spirit she was meant to be channeling left Franchi in doubt. A backstage explanation after the show came across as damage control, and Franchi ultimately judged Caputo a charming performer, not a genuine psychic.